What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Mordheim, City of the Damned. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. Hey, look at that. His damage went up a little bit. That's pretty sweet. I like damage. I'll probably put a little bit into intel right there. We had a good fight last time. Our mage got kind of beat up, and now he's cross-eyed and he talks a little funny. He slurs a little bit when he speaks, but I'm sure it'll buff right out. It's not that big of a deal. He'll be fine. We got to apply some stuff in here, deal a little bit more damage. I think we got some level ups that need to be distributed. I'll probably keep him going with intelligence. You always want to buff intelligence on casters. Makes their spells do more damage. I'd love to teach him like fireball or something like that so he can actually like contribute. But as of right now, he's only got like this blinding spell which also affects allies and is an AoE, and so unless you get the jump on the enemy, you usually don't get to use it very often. It is what it is. Go ahead and throw that in right there. A little bit more morale. He's got 2 unspent points? Well, damn, son, what have you been doing? Let's go ahead and make you better at killing fools then. And so now that he is better at killing fools, I will probably raise, what's his stun resistance right now? 16%. I could raise that to 20. That's a pretty good resist. Or I could just go leadership, which would help out with his morale. And then once I get him up to like 6, I would never have to fiddle with morale again. It also gives him a pretty good chance to pass his fear checks, which, as you saw against that impressive, once we start going up against impressives more, you run the chance of losing your turn every single time you run up on an impressive. So I don't want to lose my turn, so having a little bit of fear resist seems smart. Agility there. I would like this individual to maybe have a tad more alertness, maybe. Have somebody that can do perception checks and can like look around and all those sorts of fun things. His ballistic skill is almost topped off where I want it to be. Not quite, but once it gets to 12, we'll keep it moving along. This guy, weapon skill, and then also a little bit of leadership. Maybe a little bit more agility, just to keep him a tad more dodgy. Although I will point out that as time goes along, we will be going up against enemies who are pretty decent at getting through that. They've got like anti-resists basically, or anti-dodges. Things like the spear and a high level can make it so that essentially your dodge doesn't count for shit. I got so many people in my party right now. I could really do a lot of stuff, but I don't know. We'll keep the wizard for right now. Life's looking good. In the smuggler's den, we got 9 days to get this shit back here. We've got another like 223 pounds, so not concerned about it. Warriors are suffering injuries. Oh, cool. A courier arrived this morning with a delivery. It seems the Baron is rather impressed with our recent success. He has granted us a reward to ensure our continued loyalty. So he sent us 1 of every armor, a Mordheim map, a healing draft, and 50 gold coins. Not too bad. Not too bad. Did I get the 50 gold coins, though? Because they didn't get added on right here. Maybe it has to refresh. We gotta sell some stuff, too. So the Weeping Blades, I think, are only for... I'm pretty sure the Weeping Blades are only for Skaven. And they're really, really good. But I'm pretty sure they're only for Skaven. I mean, we can run through the inventory menu and see if anybody can throw those on. He's got to get his staff back because somebody jacked him. God. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think anybody'd be able to use it. And in fact, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be able to use much in here. As far as the store goes, did we roll over? Yeah, we still haven't refreshed again either. So we're still waiting on that to come down the pipe. So once we refresh this thing tomorrow, it'll be a little bit better. So what am I selling here? We got Weeping Blades. Those can totally go. They're off and gone. Healing drafts, let's see here. Consumed restores 20 wounds. Oh my god, that's really good. Bugman's Ale. Might be useful if we know we're fighting heroics. Or, I'm sorry, impressives. Warplock pistols can all go. Longbow can go. What does this do? Mordheim map increases movement. Oh, pfft. Never mind. Use once per battle. And so for 3 turns, basically you gamble it. You gamble it and you get a chance to get an extra movement, maybe. Someday. Probably sell off all this little stuff. Just to see. Yeah, it looks like it updated, I think. Finally. I tend to just use clothing on most people, though. It's rare that I build parry characters. I do like parry characters, and in fact, I think late-game parry characters are superior to dodge characters because of their damage output and their counter ability, but still. What we got going on in our campaign here? Our campaign. We got Couple of average things in here. I got scouts. Send out a scout. We'll see what happens. So we got a hard with good and average. Yeah, let's do that one. Sounds good to me. Go ahead and swing him back inside the rotation. We got a lot of wounded people right now. And so I'd prefer to keep him out. We can put in Figlerman, though. Figlerman can go, and he'll be alright. Alright, but I'm always trying to get rid of the load screens in this game because they're like absurdly long. And so anyways, I try to get them out of the way. I don't think we're going to have a ton of chance to deploy smartly. I can go 4 right there. And then where's my other deployment zone? Why is the deployment zone so far away? Oh my god. Okay, so that's gnarly. I'm going to put some people in over here and they'll just backtrack this way. We'll meet in the middle. Just make sure we don't put too many like new guys over there. Actually, did I only bring 5 this time around? I only brought 5. Gotta make sure he's at the right deployment zone here. That one might be closer. So maybe we'll make a cut for this one. These guys will go through this house, loot it. And then hopefully we'll meet in this little plaza right here outside the house. Sounds good to me. I took the good heroes and I put them over there in the hopes that if they do get run up on, they'll be alright. What you got over here for me? Oh, you got a shard, do you? Well, I would like to have that shard. Would you like me to have you, shard?
Yes, I would like you to have me. Put me inside your bag.
Fantastic. And so now we have a shard. My cat just farted. It was super noisy, and it smells really bad in here now. Fantastic. Just the way that I like it when the city... I imagine... Oh, we're up against the sisters. That's going to be rough. I don't like fighting the sisters. The sisters I find to be moderately upsetting. They don't have a ranged character, though, which tends to give me a little bit of an advantage in the fight because they'll have characters that can't get into the deployment zone. Whereas I'm needling them from inside my own space. Their morale is far better than ours. They've also got an advantage, and because they're a high point count army, that gives them a pretty distinct advantage. Oh, shit. Okay, so... Yep. They are somehow right in between us, trying to cut us in half already. So, our best and only option is to push hard in this direction right here and just hope that we can regroup in a space where we can get something done with what we have available. It's a little bit nasty. We'll be okay, though. But once again, probably my least favorite army to fight against. Just because there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you fight the sisters. A lot of things that can go wrong. Shit. High point value, high damage, you know. They bring the pain. They are not one of the fun armies to fight against. Figlerman. They've already cut you off at the pass. Best hope for right now is to try... Do we have anybody else visual? Okay, so they have 2 people over here. It might then be better if I can cut through here. It sort of depends what they decide to do. I also wish there was a reset button, developers. If you just hit the button, it takes you back to the spot where you start and gives you all your points back. Saved me a lot of time trying to retrace my steps. I'll probably try and bring them through here, assuming there's an exit. Which there may not be. Either way, though, once the fight is joined, we'll worry about it a little bit more. We'll worry about it a little bit more aggressively. I think for right now, we just need to keep our cool. I was hoping there would only be 1 sister over there. Since there's 2 sisters, that's bad. Sisters always take forever to do their turns, too. That's another reason why I was trying to keep it to 5 guys, because it keeps the turns a little bit shorter. And I get bored. I always feel like if they're off camera, they should just teleport to where they're going to go on the map. And they should not walk around. And yet, time after time, I find them pacing against walls and stuff in this game. I will probably pull them back inside of here. I don't see any other location from which I can extract, so we might get stuck here. We may get stuck.
Has started.
Still, I'm going to jump down right here. Ooh, maximum damage roll. That sucks. Looks like they doubled back to somewhere else. If she's got a two-handed flail, I tend to be really, really terrified of the Mother Superiors. Or the Mother whatever they're called. Because they usually have a two-handed flail and it's just like 70 damage a turn. And it's just like, it's so much damage all in one really, really spiky. Yeah, they're coming back over here. So basically we gotta chase them down. Which sucks, because they're gonna have the advantage since they're both hero characters, I think. Still, I think the Mother Superior character only has a one-hander and shield. It might turn out alright. Fieglerman, I want you in here. Actually, it looks like this is a dead end. That's no bueno. Alright, it's acceptable though, because what we're going to do now is we're going to try and hold this ground. These two are going to take ambush stances. Unless there's way more of them than I expected. That's unfortunate. Has he taken his turn? No, he's last. He hasn't taken his turn yet. Okay, so that's good. However, if they dogpile a few more enemies in here, this could be a nice opportunity for a pincer, though. Look at you acting all tough. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we, Ada? The only thing she ate today is a blade. That's her new nickname, Ada Blade, to the face. And if we can burst out of this little area right here, I'll be pretty pleased.
A new round has started.
This guy got himself kind of an issue. Although not so serious of one. Well, let's go dodge stance over here. I guess we're going to join a fight on this side. And all of our guys on the other side of the map, they're just going to have to hold their ground. I don't really know what else to say. They're both well equipped for what's about to happen, so I think they should be alright. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at her. She is a heroine. So she's going to have quite a bit more HP than we're normally used to. She's also going to have pretty good damage soaking abilities. Once we finish the fight on this side, the goal is going to have to be... I was going to say, I think she might get a counterattack. I like her mace, though. Her mace is kind of cool. That was probably a bad choice for me. But, if you'd like, please. Hey, another 25 right there. Good. Odds are coming around in our favor. Did I tell the other guy to delay or put him in a dodge stance? I put him on. I should have had him delay. Should have had him delay. Let's go ahead and get our all alone check queued up on this side. But do not do that. I prefer that you attack from right here. I want your control zone to be very well controlled. First bit of damage is off on Ada Mincut. And the second one is off. Fantastic. That should leave her with nowhere to go but a grave on the next turn. She succeeded in her all-alone check, which means she's going to get a little bit of action in right now. Parry fail's going to go through on that side. She's got a dagger, and so she's actually got like 20% parry and dodge penetration with that weapon in exchange for it being a lower damage weapon. I actually find daggers to be satisfying when dual-wielded, and they can make a great offhand as well. The little bonuses they give you to your hit chance are not to be underestimated. Daggers are good in this game. They're balanced. The Draft of Clarity. Missed that Vital Strike right there. Fantastic. But she's going to spam it twice. Shit. Okay. Well, she's got to go. But if we can break out of here, not really going to matter because that means we can rejoin this fight on this side. What does she have going on? Hey, an oil bomb. Hell yeah. She's got a shield and a poultice. I'll take it. half her point value was wrapped up in random bullshit consumables. Not my favorite way to play the game, but I guess I'm not going to be one to judge. We got a few more on that side. Gonna go ahead and throw them into ambush stance because we need to move. We have a new round on this side. Gonna go in with the charge. Oh, really? Got me through the parry chance, too. That sucks. Shouldn't have charged. I should have taken the double attack. Little disappointing. I may have one of these guys over here fold in. Oh, there's the one that has the two-handed thingy. Damn it. And me without my people in position. This is gonna suck. It's gonna suck. On the plus side, she's got 2 cool belts, and she's also got comets on her ovaries. So, you know, she knows how to dress well, thematically, I guess. I don't know if I should switch weapons, or if I should just, like, keep firing rounds over here. Why is that not shootable? Huh. Odd. Oh well, missed the shot right there. RNG is heavily weighed in the Sisters of Sigmar's favor because... I'll explain my logic here. Their characters tend to attack, like, really, really heavily, and so misses matter more with them because they deal more damage and get less actions. And so your advantage is nullified. For example, my team takes a lot of actions and does all kinds of random stuff, but when we miss, the Sisters get a massive advantage, whereas against somebody like the Skaven, it's not really that big of a deal because they're kind of weak anyways and ineffective. So if you miss, it's like, well, they're going to get another turn, but I'm not going to cry about it. Whereas the Sisters, every time they get another turn, I die a little inside. Ooh, that's a badass last name. Her name is King's Daughter, I think. I think it said Kanungan's daughter, or Konig's daughter or something like that. God, with the vital strikes. How often can you spam that? Like every single turn? Is there any penalty for using a special attack instead of a normal auto attack? There should be. You shouldn't be allowed to just spam shit all day long. You should at least have a cooldown on it. Big miss right there, which is good. But this fight is rapidly starting to look a little bit nasty. And so we need somebody to get in here for the slugfest. She's definitely got to go. And so I'm going to try and keep damage focused on her if I can. Ada Falcoson, we're doing pretty well right now, but we're not doing amazingly. We could still lose our advantage based on a couple of bad rolls right now, so let's not get overexcited here. Add to that fact that these ladies are soaking a stupid amount of damage right now. And things could still go wrong. I don't know. They've all got heavy armor, which is bad. And me without my... Can you guys please land a shot? I would love it if you would just land a shot and do your job. That'd be great. It'd be fantastic, even. You'd just be, like, not infernal screw-ups. Oh my god. I hate you guys. And that is all I have to say about that. Come on, character who is an archer, who is called a marksman. There we go. If you can't hit your mark, I don't think you can be called a marksman. What I'm saying. I think she's on charge mode right now. Which means we're going to go all in on her. She's going to get out of the way, though, which is bad, because I need her to no longer exist. No, not parry stance! Son of a bitch. This is nonsense. Yeah. Let's go ahead and handle her first. Two-handed weapons in this game are incredibly potent and things that you should be. Did he just roll 3 crits in a row? Oh my god. What a beast. What an absolute animal. What a slavering
A
fiend on
new
the field of
round has
combat.
started.
And actually, it looks like it's just going to force us to join this combat right after. And I'm okay with that because I want her to die. She got to go. She's bad news bears this for us. And if I can just keep morale falling off before they all join this fight, we'll be okay. How in the hell? You know, they're not supposed to be the mobile army, but they're so mobile. It blows my mind how far they can move on their turns. How many heroes do they have? They have a lot of 3 stars on the field right now. That's worrying me. Apparently, the best you can have is a 95% chance to hit. I was unaware of this caveat. Let's go ahead and drop off right here. He's going to swing around to this side. Because a dead enemy is the best enemy. I don't think you can miss while they're stunned. I'm pretty sure you're basically just free to do whatever you want. And then dodge stance for you. Actually, his dodge stance isn't that much better than his parry stance. To make some hard decisions with him about what we want his role to be in the future. Like what we see him doing in our little group. Whatever. It's not the best chance, but it's something. Plate mail doesn't stop guns. So, I'm okay with it. Hope for no dodges and no parries over here. Technically, I could extract him from combat right now if I so desired. But you know what? He needs to live with his failure. He needs to live with his failure and suffer the consequences. And I don't feel bad about it. Not even a little bit. Oh, you failed your all alone check. See, she could actually escape. So somebody had said in the comments that all alone checks, when failed, you have to run away. But she's got clearance to run away and didn't run away. So I'm wondering if they modified it slightly for the video game rules. Let's keep on striking. That's to pay for those 3 crits we got last turn, isn't it? That's what it has to be. It's a comeuppance.
A new round has started.
And on this new round, we shall surround and stab this lady in the booty all day long. Konig's daughter. Yeah, I think that means King's daughter. And then I don't know what Cecilia means because, I'm sure it's like an ancient flower or some shit. Female names are pretty predictable like that. Woohoo! Yeah, get that counterattack in there. Have a good time with it. Wound that bitch. I'll go ahead and shoot a shot over here. And then after that's done, I'm going to run up and see if I can't loot anything out of these bags because it's turned out to be kind of a slow day for us in terms of loot. And so I need to come out of this with something. I can't just like stay here and not make any money, which is what it's starting to look like right now. So see if they had actually had their heroes stacked a little bit sooner, I think they would have had a pretty good chance at taking us, but they didn't. Oh, dodge stance real fast. I may actually take away one of his swords so that he can attack twice and get the plus 10% to dodge, although his parry chance is not bad either. Might be able to build him like a shield character or something. Meh. Like 2 feet away, man. How hard is it? Legitimate question here. I'm not even mad at you anymore. Mostly I'm just disappointed in all of you. Really? Whew. Okay, so he rolled along the low margin of his attack damage. She failed her roll, but she can't run away for whatever reason. So I'm just going to keep cleaving away on this side. Keep hacking and whacking and smacking. Keep hacking and whacking and smacking. I like his boots. His boots are pretty gangster. They make me happy. You figure they'd have to make a morale roll by now, but they're hanging in there. Another one bites the dust. I stabbed a lady in the street. Now she's dead as sheet. I thought I'd just add an accent to shit, and then it would work. In retrospect, it was probably a mistake, but it seemed like it would at the time. And this lady's just gonna get dog mauled. Y'all routed. Oh well, fall to your knees, worship me. I am your human overlord. Got clusters. Good. We still got a lot out of this, even if we didn't loot a whole bunch. So let's see what our loot is for the day, and then we'll call it an afternoon, shall we?
How you decimated the enemy. He will be as pleased as a halfling in a pie shop. He may even send a bit of gold by...
We've seen those already. I'm just going to skip them from now on. Underdog status. MVP. Good. Figlerman. Well done. Okay. Sounds good. He's got a light wound.
Remarkable.
Unfortunate. Not my favorite thing that's happened. I appear to have a lot of guys out wounded right now. Ooh, we got a blue helmet. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's super good. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's drop that on somebody right now. That's really, really good loot, guys. And ladies. And everybody else who's involved in this playthrough. You want the legendary stuff, and you want it very, very badly. If you can put it on your characters, it will make their lives easier. So I want him to have the good-ass helmet. So the absorption stays the same. Stun resistance goes up. Perception chance gets better, and casting chance gets better as well. Does it look any different, or is it the same? Oh, that sucks. It should get more ornate. The first one should just look like a hunk of metal on his head. And as you get better and better gear, it should change its appearance. I should have given somebody that crossbow. Yep. That was a thing that I should have done. What can he do with a crossbow? Not anything that I'm excited about, actually, weirdly enough. I'd probably just put it on this little guy. Yeah, go for it. It's an upgrade. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but it'll do. As for equipment, we can give... What does a helmet do for you? But it gets rid of your badass hood. I'm not okay with that. I'm going to give you some magic resistance so you don't get casted on hardcore. You, sir, you now get a helmet. Did we get new shop items, too? I think we got new shop items. What I may consider with him is going empty-handed, and so he's got a 36% parry. I can give him a 40-something with parry, which is actually better than the dodge he would take. And if we go all in on parry, we can then give him heavy armor, which will make him a bit more useful to us. And perhaps it'll make us so that we're not so heavily stacked in the favor of dodge. Because I know that's probably been bothering some people in the audience. They want me to try other things and have characters that are diversified a little bit. He's got a 50% parry chance. It's not bad. It's doable. I already put hella points into his agility, though. Oh, yeah. That's what I figured. Alright, his leadership's fine. Let's go in with intelligence for the fear checks. And then that sounds pretty good to me. I'll probably do the rest of the level ups in the next episode. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. I appreciate you stopping on by for a bit to play some Mordheim with me. I like the game a lot. One of my favorite games of the season. It does have its flaws, but it's still a blast to play. I'll see you all later. How do, everybody?